What's going on, everybody? My name's Darby Weiss. This is the Iron Emporium Royal Rumble Show. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Of course, I am Darby Weiss, and this is the Iron Emporium. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. It's another day, and I'm happy to be here. I'm also happy. I'm thrilled actually to welcome another Patreon to the page. So thank you very much, Mackenzie Dewar, for joining and supporting me over on Patreon. That helps more than you guys understand, more than you guys know. Not because I care anything about money. On this, it's not what it's about, but it's about the fact that people support what I'm doing here, and that just makes a huge amount of difference. So thank you very much, Mackenzie, for hanging out with us. Anyway, I do need to give a shout out to all the rest of my awesome patrons: Mike Guerin, Josh Wagler, Julian Siller, Cody, Nick Johnson, and now, of course, Mackenzie Dewar. I'll get your name up in the credits here in the next couple days, and we'll go from there. I appreciate it. It means a lot. So thank you. Also, I'm so thrilled that I can say this today. Over the last week, we've doubled our subscribers on the YouTube channel, so we're now up to 14 subscribers. We're trying to get to that magic 100 mark. Once we hit that 100 mark, I can do a lot more things on the YouTube channel. So definitely, if you haven't already, swing over there and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, and I'm trying to get the YouTube channel off the ground. I want to get that thing kicking. So anyway, thank you guys so much. It means a ton to everybody that's subscribed over there. You guys are phenomenal. I couldn't do this without that support that you guys are always showing. So thank you. Other than that, I think that's about it for new things coming around. So anyway, let's just jump right into it. Today is one of those shows that I've been looking forward to doing for a while. Oh, actually, hold up. You probably noticed there's a huge change all of a sudden. New intro. I got flagged. I didn't even think about it, and I should have. The new intro is to replace the old one, because my old intro actually used a song which I didn't. I'm just an idiot, and I didn't think about it. From the Ernie's Here and Now. If you've never actually listened to the song, it's a great song. And YouTube flagged it on the last show, so I was like, oh man, I don't want to get in trouble on that front. And I also didn't think about it, but people, you have to pay for that kind of stuff. So anyway, to anybody who may be a manager to the Ernie's or whatever, sorry, my bad, I took it down, but I did replace it. I hope you guys like the new intro. It's pretty much the same as the old one, but we're using some different music that I actually, got licensed to use. So thank you also to those cats out there that helped me get that licensing put together. I'll throw a link in today's show to where I get a lot of the music from, because it's pretty cool. And if you guys need some help, if you're starting a YouTube channel or you're doing some stuff like that, and you need background music or intro music, stuff like that, this website's got a lot of cool stuff on it, so definitely check that out. It's called freesound.org. So it's very interesting. It's really cool. It's all royalty free, and then licensed or rather unlicensed music. So people put a lot of their stuff that they make on there, and there's cool stuff in there. So anyway, go check that out. Anyway, let's jump into the show. I've got this one of those shows that I've been waiting a couple weeks to do. I've been trying to gather up some materials, write some things out, get this all put together, so that way you guys get a good show, because that's what I want to do. I want to provide you guys with something that is meaningful, and something that, taken at face value, is something that you can use, right? I don't want people to have to dig for meaning, because I feel like it's annoying when somebody says something and it's so cagey, it's so shielded, and you have to dig for that meaning. I want to tell you blunt, right up front, how I feel about it. All right. So today and we talk about this kind of stuff all the time, but I want to talk about vision today, because vision is one of those things we talk about a lot, We think about it a lot, but are we applying it a lot? Last week we talked about, applying the skills that you've already got. This week I want to talk about the vision behind those skills, right? So, and here's the thing, right? I can tell you how I train, right? I can tell you what I eat, how I stretch, how I, get in the right headspace before I head to the gym, the music I listen to in the gym. It's all boring stuff, right? That's all boring. It's all kind of, it's all kind of bullshit. All that stuff can be learned. You can learn to stretch. You can learn to lift. You can learn to eat. You can learn all of those things. You can learn all of them, and it doesn't matter because none of that shit actually matters. What can't be taught is what is driving you. What makes you get up? What makes you want to learn those things? What makes you want to get to the next level? What makes you want to take that next step? What is it? That cannot be taught. I don't care who you are. I don't care how great you are. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It cannot be taught. What is driving you, the vision that you have, cannot, no matter who you are, that cannot be taught. It just can't. It just can't. So, and it kind of aligns with a lot of the things that we talk about here, right? Because so often we spend a lot of time, asking questions like, oh, how do you do this? Oh, how do you do that? Oh, how do you train? And that's good. And it's not just, it's not just in weightlifting. It's not just in bodybuilding. It's not just in, running or whatever. Not just in your job. It's in everything, right? It's in everything. You can learn the skills like we talked about last night. You have the skills. You can learn the skills. But you have to apply the skills. And you have to know what is driving you to those skills. What is driving you? What makes you want to advance your skill set? What makes you want to advance your understanding, your knowledge, your learning? What makes you want to? So I'm going to ask this, all right? And this is the hard question to ask. What is your vision? What is your vision? Does your vision align with your purpose? Does what you have in your mind, does it align with your purpose in life? Not just in the gym, right? My vision in the gym to be, a pro bodybuilder. Cool. Does your vision align with your purpose? Is my purpose to be a IFBB pro bodybuilder? And if it's not, realign something. One of the two has to give. So does your vision align with your purpose? Or your continued poor choices tainting or even erasing that vision? Are your poor choices tainting, erasing, obscuring your vision? We all make poor choices, right? We all decide to go out and eat that, McDonald's double quarter pounder with cheese and fries and drink a Coke. We'll make those choices, right? And that's fine. It's okay. I'm not saying that that's going to end your life. It probably will, because you will die from eating that. That's just the way it is. But what is it? What are the choices you are making every day? What are the choices you're making every day that is going to erase that vision that you have in your mind to be the next pro bodybuilder, to be the next, great ultra marathon runner, to be the next David Goggins, to be the next, whatever you have in your mind, or just to be the greatest father or brother or mother or daughter, whatever that is, whatever that vision is, are you letting your poor choices cloud or taint or erase that vision? Are you molding your life to your vision, or are you letting your life mold your vision? Are you molding your life, molding your lifestyle, molding who you are and what you do? Are you molding that to conform to the vision that you have in your mind? Or do you not have the fucking conviction in that vision to uphold it? So you just let life fucking happen to you. You just let life mold your vision because you've got no purpose, because you have nothing, because you desire nothing. Are you letting your life mold your vision? That's the question. That's the real question here. That's the question of the day. Are you letting your life walk away with you? Or are you guiding your life to meet that vision? What is it? Which one is it? I'm interested to know. Because quite frankly, so many people, I see it all the time, right? I see it all over the place. I have people ask the questions. I ask the questions of people. What is your purpose? Does your vision align with your purpose? And are you letting your life mold your vision, or are you taking the initiative? Are you taking the initiative to mold that vision, to mold that lifestyle to meet the vision? Okay, let me ask this. All right, let me ask you this: if you knew, right? If you knew you could do anything with your life and not fail, you could do anything at all, right? It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's bodybuilding. It doesn't matter if it's, you're going to be a pro race car driver. It doesn't matter what. If you knew that you could do anything at all with your life and not fail, what would you do? What would you do? Be honest with yourself. What would that look like? Now, I ask you, why are you not doing exactly that? We're here to be successful. We're here to push forward. We're here to make something of ourselves. If you are letting fear and failure guide and direct you, you are not letting your vision come to life. Now, it's not going to happen overnight. You will meet failures along the way. You will meet adversity along the way. You will fail along the way. But if you fail, get back up. Take the knowledge and understand that even though failure is real and failure will happen, it is not the end of your vision just because you failed. We all fail. We all fail. It happens. Even the greatest among us fail. Through failure comes success. Through adversity comes tenacity. As long as you're willing to try. As long as you're willing to just give it your all. Stop giving up when all hope seems lost and you just hate what's going on and everything sucks. It's okay. It's okay. Because if you knew what you could do with your life and not fail, if you knew that you wouldn't fail, if you knew that failure was not even an option, Would you actually go out and do it? Or would you still be too scared to go and chase your dreams? Go and chase your vision. Failure is going to happen. What is your vision? Are you letting life and the idea that maybe you'll fail mold that vision? Or are you molding your life and accepting your failures, even though you know somewhere you will fail? Just go out and do it. Go out and attack it. Every second that you're not giving everything you've got, everyone else around you is winning. What? Every single second that you're not giving 120, 130, just 101%. Everyone else is out there winning because they're outworking you. We talked about this a couple weeks ago, right? Where you're always outworking your competition. You always have to be outworking the competition. You always have to be number one, right? And to be number one, to be the best, to be an actual champion, you have to work harder than everyone around you. Okay, that's fair. And every second you're not doing that, they're all winning. And you are losing. So, what is your vision, right? And okay, so for me, my vision right now is a little skewed, right? I have two huge paths in my life. Two paths that right now are not intersecting at all. Right? One path is the path of the provider, of, making sure that my family's taken care of. Making sure that, so I have a move coming up in, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 months, right? I have a move coming up. A big move. Like several states. Right? And I still have a job. Right? I still have things that I need to accomplish. I still have, a home to sell. Stuff like that, right? And don't worry, I have a point to this. I have this path. I have this vision. Selling my home, moving my family, getting my wife settled in, where we're going to next, which is Florida. If you didn't know, now you know. I have this vision. And now I have started molding my lifestyle to make that vision happen. It can be that mundane. It can be that mundane. It does not have to be, being a pro bodybuilder, being a pro race car driver, being the best mechanic in the world, being, the top student, being the top athlete. It doesn't matter. It can be that mundane. It can be molding your lifestyle to make sure that your husband or your wife or your children can get through this move and not feel like life is collapsing around them. To get everybody settled, so that way everybody is okay and everybody's happy and their life isn't turned upside down. Right now, my vision is clear. My vision is clear. Move my family and reestablish my new home and get into my new job. I'm excited. It's driving me forward. I don't need to be taught. I can't be taught to push forward. I cannot be taught to adjust my lifestyle. All I can do is apply myself. All I can do is drive forward. I'll make mistakes along the way. I've already made several. But what I'm doing now is fixing those little mistakes, learning from them, fixing those little failures, learning from them, reaching the adversity and pushing through. Does my vision align with my purpose? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And I will let nothing stand in the way of that vision. I will let nothing stand in the way of that purpose. Even though some things I will fail at, there will be adversity, there will be hardship, there will be strife. Moving is not fun. I don't care who you are. Moving sucks. It doesn't matter. Every second, though, that I'm not giving everything I've got to this vision, to this purpose, to this end goal, every single second that I'm not giving 110%, I am losing. And everyone else around me is winning, even in the most mundane of things. That's what I wanted to say today. That's what I want you to understand. It doesn't need to be the biggest glory. It doesn't need to be the biggest honors. It doesn't need to be. It absolutely can be, and it absolutely should be. Absolutely. But it can even be the smallest things. The smallest things, small victories, lead to huge victories. If I can get through this, I have become victorious. I have done something I've never done before. And then I'll go to the next level. And I will start competing. It's strongman. And guess what? When I start competing in the strongman, then I'll be able to start realizing that vision. Because it requires me to put in the effort. It requires me then to align my lifestyle, mold my lifestyle to my vision. What is your vision? Does your vision align with your purpose? Or are your continued poor choices tainting, clouding, or erasing even your vision? God, I hope not. Are you molding your life to your vision, or are you letting your life mold your vision? What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? And now, why aren't you doing exactly that? Get out there and attack your day. All right, I'm going to cut it quits right there. That's it. Show's over. Thank you all so much for supporting me. Thank you to all of my patrons for supporting me. Thank you to all the YouTube subscribers for supporting me. You guys are absolutely incredible. If you don't mind, take a couple minutes. If you haven't already subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do that. I'll have it linked down below. I haven't gotten my custom URL yet because you need 100 subscribers to do that. So get me to 100 subscribers. I will be eternally grateful. All right. Thank you all so much. Mackenzie DeWar, thank you for joining Patreon. Thank you for supporting me over there. If you're interested in supporting this show, you can do that in a few ways. Obviously, one, you can go to the Iron Emporium page on YouTube and you can support me over there just by subscribing. That's super easy. Option two, you can jump over to patreon.com/Iron Emporium and you can support me there if you want to donate a couple bucks a month. Or option three, you can swing over to the Teespring store, which I'll have linked down below because I'm not going to try and read all that out. And you can buy some sweet merch for this, for the show, for the podcast, for all of it. And that helps me out too. Thank you all so much for supporting me. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate every single one of you. Please make sure that you go over and share this video. It'll be on Facebook, YouTube, things like that. So please take just a second, share it, leave some comments, leave your thoughts. It does. It helps me out a lot. It helps my channel grow, and it helps, helps me continue to do this. Thank you all so much. Remember, stay hungry and stay foolish. Have a good rest of your day.